Hello.
Hi guys.
Oh wait, that was delayed. Hold on. Hello.
Hi
Okay.
guys.
Sorry, I didn't know if it went through. But okay. So I don't know if you watched. What did I call it?
The last one, it was
Fan.
like
Well, because they won't really know the last one. So fan fiction and backstory. We
I told
started
her to name
talking
it something more interesting, but she gives boring titles.
food. Okay,
Sorry.
but we started talking about fears, so I figured we'd tell maybe a story about our fears. Maybe you'll feel comfortable talking about yours and commenting down there. And so,
Hello.
below. And so,
Down there sounds weird.
sorry. Okay, below. And so, I figured I'd also tell you maybe, because I faced a few of mine that I'm over. Maybe it'll help you. Okay, you want to go a step first, Serena?
Well, I said I was afraid of heights before, but I'm not really afraid of heights. I mean, like, always if I'm up high, I'll usually close my eyes. Then I'll open my eyes, then I'll close them, and then eventually I can just keep my eyes open. I won't be afraid of heights anymore. And
So
this is like a
you,
process that I do.
so you blink
So
really fast, or do you just like kind
no,
of
I
squint?
close them and then I open them
Oh,
and then I look
okay.
down and it's really not that scary anymore. But I still have a fear ever since I was little, ever since I was born. I don't know why. I have a fear of being chased. Like when people chase me, I get scared. Like it doesn't matter. Like we can be playing tag. I just don't like being chased. It scares the crap out of me.
Then I guess you really hate manhunt, because that's
No,
chasing and
no,
stealth.
because I'm a pro at hiding. So
So
and,
there's an exception as long as you're
yeah.
Well, what if somebody's chasing you and you just decide to hide behind a tree?
Well,
You're not gonna be scared
usually
anymore?
usually when someone's chasing me and I get tired, I just kind of like slow down on purpose and just let them catch me because I just don't like the feeling of being chased. I get this weird fear. And
Well, I mean, with all the creepy movies they have out where like you get chased and then killed, I mean,
that
it's
doesn't
understandable.
mind, but it's always
Oh,
been since I was little. And the other one I have, which I kind of just developed, is a fear of tall people. Like when a bunch
I'm
of
sorry,
tall,
I didn't mean to laugh.
it's okay. When a bunch of tall people are around me, I just kind of like flinch.
Oh, I know.
Because I'm
Like,
only
oh, go
what?
ahead. Go ahead.
Because I'm only 5'1" in a corner. I don't like.
Oh no, see, what I was gonna say was I used to have a fear of tall people, but it wasn't really tall people. It was like a bunch of tall people in a crowd. Cause I was really, I'm not really, I'm still short, just not as much. But I used to be like a munchkin short, and like literally not very far off the ground. I was gonna do that, but I was like I'm laying down, so that doesn't work. But like I was really short, so one time I went to New York and there was just everybody and I could barely see where I was going, so I was like freaking out. So the way I faced it was I pretty much just pretended like I was in a maze. So I kind of had fun that way cuz I like mazes.
That's not gonna help me.
You could also think at least I won't hit my head going somewhere.
I don't know. I like just developed it over the past like year.
That's why I like standing next to somebody, even if there is like a tall person, I'll try and stand by somebody my height, so then I don't feel like I'm the only short person in the world.
So like my school is like has a bunch of tall people. So whenever like there's like a traffic jam in the hallway, I'm just like, don't kill
It's
me.
like, don't kill me. I'm not. Okay. Is that all your fears?
Yep.
Okay. I have. I think people think it's a childish fear, but whenever I tell them that, they're like, "Oh, that's so cute," and I'm like, "No, it's really not." But I have a fear of thunder and lightning. I don't know why.
It's not that it's childish. I understand because you know the time that it was thundering like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the one thunder scared the living crap out of me. I mean, it's loud and you're just not expecting
No,
it.
I'm like
Lightning doesn't
I'm
bother
like
me.
terrified though. Like I hear if I think I even hear thunder, I like start crawling under my blanket and searching for my iPod so I can drown it all out. And if it gets really bad, I'll admit it, I've cried a few times because of thunder and lightning.
Well,
That it's that bad.
I used to be not really afraid of it. I used to like not like it, but then my cats, and they don't like thunder. So instead of being afraid, I have to be brave for them and hold them and tell them everything's gonna be okay. So I'm not afraid of it anymore. And when I see like regular lightning without any thunder, like in the sky, I just stand there and stare at it because it's so pretty. like lightning is really pretty if you just watch it. It's really beautiful. And I always make sure that my pets are all okay and they're always protected because I am always gonna protect them from the thunder.
See, the reason I'm scared, and this is gonna sound really stupid, but you know when we're all kids, we all believe every word our parents say, but we still have that way overactive imagination. So my dad one day, he was like, "Oh, don't worry about the thunder and lightning," and I was like, "But Dad, it's scary," and he told me that It was just the gods playing bowling.
That's what I'm saying.
When there's a loud noise, they hit the pins, and if it's lightning, they get a strike. But because I was a kid, I started getting even more scared because I was like, but Daddy, what if a bowling ball falls out of the sky and crushes me? So that didn't go very well.
Oh no, I have another fear. Everyone laughs at me when I say this. Like, this is the most ridiculous fear, apparently. But I am petrified of the Titanic. Like, just the thought of the Titanic is petrifying.
No, I get it because, I mean, like, you watch that and you're just
so
like,
scary.
Thousands of people die.
Like, every time, like, my mom was watching this thing.
See, I'm too busy crying because I'm like, no, they don't make it together, that I'm not scared.
So, no, that just pisses me off. Like,
it's just like...
You said you weren't gonna let go. Don't even get me started on that.
You said you weren't gonna let go, and you just let go of my hand.
Don't get me started on that. I will start ranting, but I was watching, it was called Ghost Inside My Child.
I'm gonna get her to make a video of it.
Like, reincarnation and stuff. Like, it was really cool. And apparently, one of the guys who built the Titanic was in this little child, and he was telling, like, how people were dying and like, how the ship was built wrong, and they did all these shortcuts and stuff, and it scared the living crap out of me, because the Titanic is just so petrifying.
Lesson to learn, shortcuts get you nowhere. Lesson of the day.
Like,
I'm gonna start doing that.
Scary.
We're gonna start making a lesson of the day. That is the lesson of the day.
I mean, this video is pretty good now. I mean, 6:30.
Okay, well, I have one last fear when you're done. Okay, are you done? Okay, I just didn't want to interrupt. Okay, so my last fear is a common one, which is I'm afraid of the dark. But it's not exactly the dark. Like, there are times that I could easily go to sleep in the dark. It's when I can't sleep and I'm just laying in the dark.
Oh, I love
and I start thinking, like, I have an overactive imagination, so I start thinking I'm seeing things, like, in the dark, like shadows moving or stuff like that. And I always, like, I'll admit it, sometimes I feel like somebody's gonna, like, come out of my, like, out from under my bed and grab me.
Oh, I have a bed under my bed.
But the reason why I act that way, though, is because, like, you know when you turn on the TV and all of a sudden there's this random commercial, and you're just like, oh, it looks like a cool trailer, and then all of a sudden a scary trailer comes on and you can't find the remote and you can't turn it off.
I just close my eye.
And you see it and you're just like, this doesn't look half bad, and then like the scariest thing comes on the screen and you like hide but you still want to watch it. So I just saw the scariest stuff. Like, there was this thing where a kid got grabbed out from under his bed and dragged into like a pit of despair or something. I'm just making, like, the pit of despair up. He got dragged out from under his bed, so I'm just like, I feel like hand's gonna come grab me or something. And then there was, like, this one where, like, a kid just, like a ghost kid or something, a demon kid or something, he just, like, sat up in, like, dark water in the bathroom, so I, like, can't have the light off in the bathroom. I'm just like, no, I feel like he's gonna come out and grab me even though there's no water. I mean, like, it was so bad that when I was a child, I watched Pirates of the Caribbean, and I saw the giant kraken, and I could not take a bath alone for like a month because I was terrified it was gonna come out of the drain and get me or something.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean.
I just, like, I would just see something on TV and assume it would happen to me.
I used to be petrified of the dark, but I don't know when or how I developed a fear of loving the dark. Like, I like tight spaces. Is that weird? Like, I'm like the opposite of claustrophobic. I love tight spaces, and I love being in the dark. I don't know. Like, when I'm in the dark, I feel safe because, like, I'm tiny. I can fit into small spaces, so I feel nice and secure, and, like, no one can see me, and I just feel safe. But then I can't do anything in the dark because I can't, like, write or draw or do anything.
I don't really have a fear, but I kind of have, like, this, like, thing that I just feel like I could not live alone. I feel like if I live alone, first of all, I would have no life. Like, I don't have much of a life now, but, I mean, like, I would do nothing except sit in that room alone. Plus, I think it's just more fun with other people. And I feel like if I was by myself, I would just go insane because I'd be like, somebody's coming to get me. Runs away.
End up going, I'd probably just talk to myself for the rest of my life.
Talk to the walls. Hey, friend, how's life? I'm great. You too. Start talk to the dishes. Start talking to the sponge. When are you gonna come and bring Patrick so I can meet him?
I'll clean my cactus with him. Alright, we gotta go. This video's getting
okay,
long.
Sorry.
Right.
Okay, well.
Love you guys.
I always do this wrong.
I don't know if you can never see my heart when I do it, but this is my heart.
Okay.
I mean, I
Here,
know
wait.
you guys can see it, but like, because the angle's weird, and now it looks retarded. Anyway, you know this is a heart, okay?
wait.
Know this is a heart, and it's for
You can pretty much see it. There you go.
And thanks for liking this video, if you do like it, like right there.
And if
The
you
like button's
dislike
right there,
it, I will find you.
and the subscribe button's over there. So if you know, want to, that's great.
I can always find you.
Thanks.
So don't dislike it. Because I will find you.